Well, good evening, guys, and welcome to, I think this is day four, something like that. And today we're going to be talking about boundaries, especially when it comes to you guys, Andy and Brenda, and your kids. And for that, I'm going to be using my famous yellow marker. And so, if you want to write this down in a piece of paper or whatever, feel free. So, Andy, you're right here to my right, and Brenda, you're here to my left. So Andy, I'm going to go ahead and put you right here. There's an A and B for Brenda. Okay, okay. So this level right here, which is the first level, we're going to call that the me, myself, and I level. When you guys first met, uh, you were about you, and because you were single. And so you would think in terms of me, myself, and I. What am I going to have for supper tonight? What am I doing this weekend? What am I having for um, diversion? From when we go on vacation, when I go on vacation or whatever. What do I really want to do with my life? So again, you were very I-minded and single-minded, and rightly so. And then one day, when boy met girl, and you decided to merge and get married, you jumped to this next level, which is what we're going to be calling the we level. And by the way, I'm going to be using a lot of incorrect English, but it is on purpose. And so now it was about we. Before it was me, myself, and I. Now it's about we. And so you had to think in terms of, what are we going to have for supper? What are we doing uh, this weekend? Where are we going on vacation? What do we really want to do? What show do we want to watch? Or whatever. Uh, and then you decided to have your daughter, no, Christine. And so we're going to go ahead and write it. And so here, that's going to be the us. And the us is the two of you and Christine, no, your daughter. And so this is us. This is about us. This is the family. This is the parenting. This is the stuff that you do together. Again, as a family. Now, this is the normal way that things work out. No, for the most part. Now, where does it go wrong? And this, I'm going to tell you where it goes wrong, and basically, then I will tell you what works best. And so, where it sometimes goes wrong is when you guys don't focus and beef up on your we. And so, for example, I've seen couples where you guys are down here, and then you move up to no to be us and be parent and do family stuff, and then when you come back, you're back here. And so this is your life. You're great parents, you're a great mom, great dad, and here you are, and then you come back, and then you each do your own thing. But then when something like this happens, and don't be freaked out by the graphics, but this is the 21st century after all. When this happens, and you guys will go out to the us that's not there anymore, this is what I firmly believe is the empty nest syndrome. And so you guys are like, whoa, hold on. What are we going to do? We're not parents anymore. And you have a very weak we sense of being a couple. And so you end up going either, meddling in Christine's life, or you end up coming to see me because you don't know each other. There is no we at all, because let me bring us back here. When you guys decided to merge, right here, you swore to each other that you will be with each other till the day you die, no, till your last breath. Christine never did that. Christine, if all goes well, will hit a certain age where you guys have trained her enough to go out into the world to not only survive but also thrive in the world. So normative is for this to happen. And so if you don't have a strong we and all you have is your good dad and your good mom and this is and you exist here and the child is the center of your life, when the us is gone, you have nothing between the two of you. And that's very sad. So let's just go ahead and bring us back here. Another thing that happens, which I've seen clinically, is, and I'm going to pick on you, Andy. Let's say the two of you go in and you do your us thing with the family, but on the way back, Andy, you land back here, and Brenda, you land in here, alone in the we. And how long can you do that? And then you may be, I don't know, playing sports, watching TV, or whatever, or being in the garage. And after a while, you guys meet here, you're great parents, but then you come back and you're back here doing this again. And when this happens, then you're alone here, Brenda. Andy, you're comfortable here. And Brenda, you land here. And again, you come in to see me because you're looking at separation, divorce, because you don't know each other. So those are some of the dynamics that are going on. So let me bring them back. And let me tell you what ideally some healthy boundaries would be. And that is, you guys beef up on your we. You spend 85% of your time really building a strong sense of we, of we-ness. This is where you don't go on dates necessarily, because you dated when you were here at this level. Here, and that may anger some people, but to me, when you guys go out, it's more of a devotional. For example, if you're a believer, follower, and God lover, and a follower of God, when you have a devotional time, basically what you're saying is, I'm carving time out of my busy schedule just to be with you and to let you know how much I appreciate you and that I am devoted to you. And so you read the Bible, you pray, you meditate, and you listen to God speaking to you. Likewise, the husband, as you build this we-ness between the two of you, don't go out on dates, but go out on devotions, and have them be often. And that is when you're saying, things are maybe kind of crazy here or here when we're at work or whatever, but you're important to me, and I want to spend time with you to show you how much I love you and how I am devoted to you and how important you are to me. And believe it or not, even though Christine may not think about it, it is to her benefit that this we is strong. Because if this we is strong, it sets up a very firm foundation for a very strong us. Because if this is weak and you end up going from here to here, chances are, you'll end up separating, divorce, and then you'll be, sharing custody. And this will be your life right here. So again, ideal. Really beef up on each other. Really build on your intimacy and your sense of we-ness, having devotions, and again, spending time building a very strong friendship being that secret sauce of your relationship that will help you through whatever the we happens. Um, but then once in a while, and then continue to spend, again, 85% of the time in here. Continue to parent and parent well and parent together. Because Christine's going to try to pit you guys against each other. So the idea is if you have a very strong sense of we, when you come here to the us, it's not a matter of, well, I'd love to, but your mom just, I don't think she wants you to do that. Tell you what, I'll let you do it, but just don't tell her about it. And that is really building on this, on the me, myself, and I stage, and not on the we, as opposed to, oh, you want to do that? Okay, hold on. Let me talk to your dad. Let me talk to your mom, and then I'll come back and I will tell you what we decided to do. And again, those are very subtle vocabulary changes that you should have in order to build a strong we. So strong we. Spend another 10% of the time right here focusing on being we parents in the us section. But also, it's important for you to have your Andy time and your Brenda time. Because when you guys met each other, Brenda, you fell in love with Andy's Andiness, and Andy, you fell in love with Brenda's Brendaness. And you don't want to get lost here in this we-ness. And so Andy, you want to do some stuff that, that makes you Andy. And Brenda, you want to do some stuff that makes you Brenda. Now, what does that look like? Well, that's up to you guys. But as long as it builds on your individuality, and it makes you your Andy and your Brenda, so you can go ahead and enhance and enrich the we-ness, and then you can have a great usness, and a powerful usness. And if you play your cards right, what's going to happen is this. When this happens, this changes from we to we. It's like, oh my goodness, we can get up and drive to the Keys. We can have ice cream for breakfast. We can, I don't know, do all of these fun things without having any diapers or to take care of any of the kids or whatever. And we'll talk about grandparenting in another session. But the best years of your life will be the wee years of your life, where you're no longer raising kids and you're just enjoying each other. And the way you do that is by having a strong we, as opposed to building on the me, myself, and I. So, homework assignment. Commit to having a healthy boundaries when it comes to you guys as an individual, as a couple, and family. Beef up on your we. Parent as we. But also make sure that you carve out time to be yourself. So thanks for coming, and we'll see you next week. Bye.